I have a bunch of St. Patrick's Day prompts/designs which I want to share with you. Now, why St. Patrick's Day? Well, if we look just here, it's pretty soon, and it's on the 17th of March. So now, here in January, is the perfect time to start creating. Now, what I'm going to do is share with you all of these designs just here, and you can come through and check them out because they're all on my public profile. Now, what I'm going to do is also link my public profile down in the description. Now, quick side note as well, all of the prompts which actually created all of these designs were generated with my custom prompt generators, and that is part of my IDEO Mastery course. Now, if you want to come and check this out, there's also going to be a link for this down in the description. Now, one of the GPTs looks like this, and this is what I used to create all of these designs just here. Now, I am going to go over that more in detail in a second, but first off, let's just have a look at these designs, and I want to give you some do's and don'ts when actually using these. Now, again, these are all on my public profile, so if you want to come through and check them out and use them, you can. Now, one thing to note as well is don't come through, click onto the design, and remix, because if you remix, you're going to get this design. Now, what you want to do is just use the prompt with no remix to see what you get. And then even better, what you can do is actually add your own quote in here. And you can do that for all of the designs just here. So let's go ahead and take a look at these, because these actually turned out really, really nice. We have green beers and good cheers. This one turned out absolutely awesome. Drink up, it's paddy time. I wish I had another pint, so a little play on the words with wish or I wish and Irish instead. Then if we scroll through these, we can take more of a look. So luck be in the air tonight. I wish I could stay this lucky forever. This design actually turned out really nice. If we take a look at the prompt just here, we can see what that's looked like. And again, if you want to modify this, you can simply take out this quote just here and then add your own. It's really, really simple to edit. Just don't remix, because you're going to get the exact same design. And if everyone else does that, you're all going to have the same designs. So that's why I recommend not to do that. Now let's scroll through, because I believe there's over 50 designs just here. So let's get shamrocked. Here to Paddy Hard. So instead of party, it's Paddy. So I really like the play on words with that as well. Irish today, hungover tomorrow. Another really great quote. But if we slowly scroll through these, we can see they all have a very similar style, very similar colour palette as well, because obviously green's going to go extremely well and is the main colour for St. Patrick's Day. But let's just keep scrolling through these so you can take a look. This one I tried adding a little pink into the design, and I actually think it turned out pretty good. Here's the prompt used as well, just there. And there's a few more as well. Now, if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, these ones are kind of what generated all of these ones above. Now, let me explain a little bit more about that. So if we come over to one of my prompt generators, this is my t-shirt prompt generator, which again is in IDEO Mastery. But what I did was found some designs, uploaded them into the GPT, and then I said, please explain this design in detail. So then it goes through and literally explains it in detail. And then that's when I ask, now give me a prompt from this description. So that's what I always do. I always upload some designs, ask to describe it in detail, and then make a prompt from that description. That way you do actually get much better prompts. But I did this for a few different designs, like this one as well, and a couple more, which are these two just here. Now I do this because I want the GPT to understand the design style that I'm trying to go for. So all of the designs are more like these ones just here, and this one just here. But nonetheless, I do that a few times just with a few designs, and then once I've done that, if we come all the way down to round about here, this is when I then say, based on all of the descriptions and the prompts created, can you create a brand new prompt with a brand new quote for St. Patrick's Day? It should be funny and unique. And then it gives me one. So this one is just here. This is "Kiss me, I'm tipsy and Irish enough." Now that was a little bit too long. I wanted a little bit shorter, so I said another, but with a shorter quote. And that's when I got "shamrocked and rolling." Then I was another. And then I just started doing that, asking for another and another. Create all of these designs just here. Now I did that on the top ones or the bottom ones. It would be the bottom ones. So I did that for these ones just here, and then I started also using a pun generator. So if we come over to just here, this is Pun Innovator by Merch Momentum. All you have to do is input what type of puns or quotes that you want, and you get a whole bunch of them. So I put, I need some unique and funny puns or quotes for St. Patrick's Day, and then I got all of these. I asked for more, and I got even more. Now, one thing to note as well, if you do ever use a pun generator or anything like that where it creates puns and quotes, then always check for trademarks, because you don't want any issues further down the line. But nonetheless, I went through, started creating all of these puns, and then I got my generator to create the prompts around those puns. So if we scroll down a little bit more, we're going to see that round about just here. So I put another, but use this quote, "I wish you a lucky day." And then I did another, but use this quote, "Shake your shamrocks." So the good thing about my generator is that it can create puns and quotes for you, or you can use puns and quotes which you created somewhere else. But I kept doing that over and over again, creating lots of different prompts to create all of these designs just here. And again, these are all completely free for you to use. All you have to do is come through over to my public profile and then use however you please. But please do not remix, because you're just going to get the exact same design. You want your designs to be more unique to you. So again, I'm just going to say this one last time. Come in, find the design that you like. We can then click on that design. Let's go with this one. Then we can check out the prompt. We can add that prompt by clicking on the plus icon. And then we can play around, edit this, and you can also add your own quotes just here. And then you'll get a very similar design style. Now, another thing to quickly note as well, make sure your model's on 2.0 and make sure your rendering is turbo. If you don't have your rendering on turbo, it's going to use 2 credits. So turbo, 1 credit. Default, 2 credits. So again, click on turbo, and then you can just click generate to generate your designs. So that's everything I wanted to share with you today, because if you are doing print on demand and you want to do St. Patrick's Day designs, then start creating them now in January so you're all ready for March. So if you found this video helpful at all, then don't forget to give me a like, as it really helps out the channel. And if you're not too sure what to watch next, click right here and watch this playlist.